And you could see Beck Cole there is not doing anything to help on split line or help off on any other player. She is locked on to Amy Atwell.
Jackson inside, receives from Cole. Over the top comes Russ.
And I think that's exactly the start Southside need. They need to get it inside. They need to test the waters against Perth. And what a great steal there. Hands in, deflection.
Brilliant from Rochi. Look at McDonald has come flying in from the left of screen. Maddie Rochi, massive three.
Pass it to her teammate, Rochi. Nice finish.
Ideal start for Southside. They want to keep this music going as long as possible. It'll stop now. Potter gets to the rack.
There's nobody there to catch the roller on any pick and roll play.
Rochi to Cole, puts it on the floor, takes on Atwell. Doesn't score. Rolls out. And away comes Amy. 9 3-pointers in game one, and she shows she can take it to the hoop as well.
Being at split line and helped Cole on that drive.
Rochi to Russell. Cole, nice step, gets past Atwell, sets up Mercedes, and she rolls it in.
She's somebody that I think will really lift this game and needs to lift for Southside.
There's that McDonald trademark speed, Zoe. Acceleration, really hard to guard. Cole receives from Mitchell. Again, they go inside. That's the same play they ran early. This time they draw a foul, Laurie. Southside's size against them in game one. Cheryl Chambers now looking to flip that script and turn it into a strength for her team. McDonald guarded by Rochi. Long range shot is good. Mitchell. Jackson. Rochi. Back to LJ. Drew a crowd. That was really smart basketball.
And that's how they got.
Lauren Jackson just in scintillating form right throughout the finals. Going to be critical again tonight. Russell. Here's Maddie Rochi. Always gives it so much height and elevation.
I just feel like there's so much more pop to the Southside Flyers at the start of this game.
Rochi, Russell. There's Jackson inside again. If she gets hoop side, Laurie, she's almost impossible to stop.
In a stationary position.
Maley from the corner. Not this time. First three-point attempt from the Lynx tonight.
Well, Maddie Rochi taking it at the big girl in Potter.
Another stop here, and they're looking for continued high-low action. No surprise, Mercedes, Russell and Lauren Jackson key to this start.
There's that speed to Mary McDonald again. Still open. Can she punish them? Not this time. And away comes McDonald. Kick ahead pass. Atwell, catch and release.
That's exactly Perth style to a T.
Exactly what we were talking about. If the Flyers shots drop, that denies Perth that opportunity. Cole will go herself. Nice finish from Beck. Chibatoni posting up against Mitchell. Clinch Hoycard. McDonald loves to go left. That's a beautiful little feed. Tempo of this game is everything. Southside should be in no hurry. That's a lovely find from Mitchell to Russell. They don't want to shoot out, Laurie. Cheryl doesn't want 105 to 102.
Absolutely not. And right now they're playing really smart, controlled basketball.
Continue with ball movement. Continue to pump the ball inside.
Chibatoni over the top. Clinch Hoycard. Mitchell gets a hand, but can't deny McDonald. Well done, Cole, on Clinch Hoycard. Clinch Hoycard. It's going to have to be a quick shot. Gorman. Off balance, not quite. Atwell comes up with it. She can't finish. Chibatoni does.
That was just great second effort by Chibatoni, just the way she fought for that, her second effort.
Ernst receives back from Mitchell and finishes. Hitting a lot of shots from within 2 or 3 feet of the rim, Zoe, which has got to be key for them tonight.
Absolutely. And again, it came from execution. Excellent execution gets them good shots.
Inside 2 minutes of the opening term. Game 2 of this Signet WNBL Grand Final, thanks to Foot Locker. Chibatoni's got Potter rolling towards the rack. Mitchell to Jackson. Dickey leaving her open, inviting her to shoot the 3 ball. Atwell staying off her. So Jazz steps inside and says, I'll take the long 2 instead.
They're going to stand off. If they shoot a couple of long-range shots, they'll live with that. But Dickey is one of those players.
And she steals here. Away she comes, Jazz. So impactful off the bench. She comes up with 4 quick points.
To finish off this quarter with a shot.
Mitchell, dangerous. Picked off. Good child. Goes herself, uninterrupted for 2.
about which plays worked, but that they, it's a bit of a cat and mouse in these games between coaches. They thought this would work, but now we think Ryan will do this. Let's try that. So she was overall, though, really happy with their effort level, and the likes of Dickey coming up with that board.
I thought Southside did an outstanding job of just setting the tone for themselves offensively.
So, the refs are letting them play, which I like, because it's physical out there. But both teams are playing really cleanly.
Donald thundered into Rochi. Good child. Tough shot. Miller makes it. Rochi gets around Potter. Can't finish, though. Emily off to good child. Miller, will she go herself? Has to deal with Jackson. Gee, that was clever.
And come out the underside and finish off.
Up to 7 points. Good child. Atwell's got 7 as well. Here's Jackson open. She'll fight for it on the deck. Dickey will come up with it and finish.
How huge, Laurie, has Dickey been in this game off the bench?
The thing is that she's just simply playing her role. She's not trying to do too much. She knows exactly, she's a bit of a magnet.
Good child. Back to Annalee. 3 seconds to shoot. So she does. And ties things up.
And go, great shot, because it was contested. There was a hand in her face.
And there's Carly's response at the other end. The veteran Carly Ernst in game 288. McDonald over the top of Ernst.
Now, Southside just need to be careful. Perth is...
Rochi potches into the game. Russell, Cole, jacks up a 3 and makes it. Rochi, Russell, Cole, and again we see Southside happy to slow the game down. Ernst will take the long ball, and why not? Made a living out of it. To the corner, Potch loses the handle, swept away by McDonald. Airy spins and finishes. Southside, Airy McDonald, who has been electrifying. Ernst, Rochi wide open, doesn't take the shot, goes to Cole. Beck does take the shot, almost does everything but drop. Now Atwell against Jackson, steps back, corner shot. Not quite, would have blown the roof off, and away comes Ernst. Cole works to the hoop, comes up with 2 and 1.
All over Atwell, but just her ability to run the floor, the timing of that pass was spectacular.
In the first game, Dickey, Ernst, Cole, nice step. And again, Beck adds 2 more. Margin of game high 12. Maley. Back to 10. Thanks, Megs. Offensive boards 7 at the moment for the Flyers. Potter. Emily rejected it. Mitchell against Chippertoni. A couple of great veterans of this league. Ernst has had a real impact tonight. An equal game-high 12-point lead here for Southside with 1:20 to play in the first half. This has been an extraordinary turnaround from them. Dickey makes it 14 points.
For Southside in game 2, they're letting Perth do what they want. Now I feel like the exact same is going for Southside. That great pass into Potter, but that they're...
Everything different at the moment to game 1, and that suits Southside just fine. Here's Potter to try and put some speed on the ball. McDonald, Chippertoni, that's better from Perth. Against McDonald, out comes Russell to lay a screen. Buys Leilani some space, pops it over the top of Potter. Beautifully worked from Southside. Jackson, it's knocked away. Here's Maley, fights her way through. Can't come up with the first points of the second half, but Goodchild does. Mitchell to Cole, we've sung Beck's praises in the first half. 13 points on 5 of 6 shooting. Rochi probing as always. Here's Beck again. Having a great night. McDonald, Dickey, Atwell. Not this time. Maley works hard. It's slapped away. Cole, does she go inside to Jackson, posting up against Maley. Russell puts up the shot herself. Lauren tries to slap it away. Taken by Goodchild. Feeds it through. Potter rolls to the rack. Dickey to Russell. Cole. Mitchell keeps it alive. Just 3 seconds. Beck, tough shot. It's her night.
That's falling into those traps of playing and shooting in the mid-range.
Megan Huswaite courtside.
Well, she's become the human highlights reel, Leilani Mitchell, and she doesn't mind sharing them on Instagram either, but it was the coach who recruited her to the WNBL, Mark Wright, who nearly just picked her up there off the crowd, and he'll like what he sees there.
It's back out to 14 points. In fact, that's the biggest margin of the night so far for Southside. We're seeing off any sort of early rally in this second half from Perth. Good shot, makes a great shot. 4 for 18 from three-point range, Perth. They generally go at a higher clip than that. Ernst, well, she goes at a high clip and has her whole career.
That was well defended. And well contested. Just a great shot.
Chipotoni looks to back in on Cole, draws a foul and one.
To a third game. So they need to start looking at trying to get their stops down the other end. Ignite.
To Cole, who's been dominant with 18 points. Here's Leilani. Carly again had a massive impact off the bench. And I was about to say, along with Jazz Dickey, Zoe, and they combine there.
Does not look like a factor at all.
And the pace of the game, Zoe, has a part to play in that.
Yeah, they've done an outstanding job of slowing this down. A couple of times got sucked into Perth's pace, but more often than not, it's been on Southside's terms.
Clinch Hoycard. Atwell. Can she get hot in the second half? They double team her. Clinch Hoycard to the corner for Chipotoni. In this third term, Cole, tough shot, wasn't there. And away comes Clinch Hoycard.
Get it up. Look at an early shot. If it's not there, then get an early on ball. And there we see he'll be happy with that steal from Chipotoni.
And it's the veteran having an impact in this third term. Marching back to 8 points.
Have Mercedes Russell inside and then Carly Ernst lifting into that high post, because you can't afford to sag off of her, because she'll be able to knock that down every time. I think if she gets more of those, she'll start to feel a bit more confident at the offensive end.
Margin at 10 points, approaching the 2-minute mark in this third term. McDonald sets up. Big basket. Russell waits for Dickey, who turns the corner, steps through on Potter. Can't finish. Mercedes there to finish for Southside.
She just needs to assert herself on this game a little bit more.
9 points. She's got 12 rebounds, so on the verge of a double-double. Nice finish there from Gorman. It's back to 7 points. Critical 90 seconds here, particularly for Southside. Rochi, a little floater is beautiful from Maddie. Trying to shake Jazz Dickey. Will go herself. Jackson did enough. Away comes Maddie again. Great opportunity for Southside to settle down. Well done, Chipotoni. Tension starting to build.
She's just been subbed in for the last 50 seconds of this quarter, which means shots are coming to her.
McDonald, path just opens up for Airy. Mitchell trying to clear out some space on Gorman. Leilani getting to position. 5 seconds. Russell, yes! Final play of the third term. This game delicately poised. McDonald swats away Dickey. Gets to position. Russell comes across but can't stop Airy. It is three-quarter time in game 2. Quarter time in game 2. Southside looking to tie it up and send it back to Melbourne on Sunday.
Going to be Southside.
Rochi, Russell from the stripe. Really important part to play in this final term. You'd think Mercedes Russell. That one doesn't drop. McDonald accelerates. Gets to position and finishes. Feels like she spent just as much time. Right now, feels like there's a bit of momentum with Perth. They've got it back to 5. McDonald. Atwell, tough finish. Russell, good D. Potter tries to get position against Jackson. Now comes out to put a screen on Rochi. McDonald feeds it through. Well played.
They did. They made their adjustment, and sometimes that's what you have to do. You have to make the adjustment on the run.
Good persistence from Russell. She finds 2 more.
Reminds me of Keely Frawling matched up against Jackson, just that size differential and how you have to work so hard. But Leilani Mitchell finished over the outstretched arms.
They're keeping Perth at arm's length. They got within 3. McDonald, Clinch Hoycard, gun outside shooter. Both teams throwing everything at each other. Mitchell, Rochi, Jackson inside. Not this time, and away comes Atwell. Composure required in this last 6 minutes. Atwell gets past a couple, gets to the rack. Well played, Amy Atwell. 4-point game. 5.5 to play in game 2 of the grand final. Great to have you with us. Signet WNBL final series. Thanks to Footlocker McDonald. To the rack again. Maddie back to Leilani. Shot clock to single digits. Dickey provides an option. Steps past Atwell. That was clever. Ernst. Cole. Rochi. Dickey's open. Takes the shot. Makes the shot.
Well, she's making those mid-range jump shots.
McDonald.
And just straight back the other end.
Steps past Rochi. Will she go to the rack again? Loses her footing this time. Potter rolls to the rack. 1-point game. Win it now. Southside fighting for survival. It's a 1-point game with 3:20 to play. And Southside can square it up. Rochi. Off hands, big call. Southside ball. Russell. Cole. Rochi. Drives, floats. Russell. And one. Final 2 minutes of game 2. There's that play that you spoke about. McDonald draws the crowd, kicks it to Potter. Maley keeps it alive. Chibatoni. Will she go herself? She does and makes it.
How great.
Who takes the big shot? 3 seconds. Leilani. It's blocked. Maley foul on Jackson.
And have 2 free throws to potentially take the lead.
Megan Huswaite courtside. They can take their time. They don't need to take the shot, but they don't. They miss. It's blocked. It's Southside's. They get one last shot to square the series. Does she go herself? Mitchell. Rochi calls for it. Will they get the shot up? Russell wins it for Southside. She wins it at the buzzer.